At first I thought Tank was just going to beat him in like 5 or 6 rounds. I don't know. We have to see now. I got caught up with the hype.
Hopefully I could get that rematch because I know what I can do.
Left wondering, are we going to get a rematch with this? Which I wouldn't hate, but I don't know if there's like a big demand for it.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson advised Gervonta "Tank" Davis to reconsider a rematch with Lamont Roach. While Tyson acknowledged Davis's skill in the ring, he emphasized the challenges Roach presents.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that.
When asked about similarities between himself and Gervonta Davis, Mike Tyson jokingly noted that their only commonality might be legal troubles. He downplayed comparisons, emphasizing that their fighting styles and careers are vastly different, highlighting the distinct paths each boxer has taken.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Gervonta Davis has addressed comparisons to Mike Tyson, acknowledging Tyson's legendary power and skill. However, Davis confidently stated that he has the whole package, suggesting a more well-rounded skill set. This reflects his belief in his versatility and completeness as a fighter.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like.
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like.
Following his controversial draw against Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis expressed a strong desire for a rematch. He believes a second fight would allow him to showcase his true abilities, implying the first bout didn't fully reflect his potential. Davis's eagerness highlights his commitment to setting the record straight and proving his dominance in the lightweight division.
Night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either. So I felt like I won it. You know, the last couple rounds. So it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully, I could get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight. But it's cool.
Any questions?
Okay.
Critics speculate that Gervonta Davis may avoid a rematch with Lamont Roach, citing his history of not always seeking the toughest fights. They highlight the lack of a rematch with Ryan Garcia as evidence of his reluctance to take on challenging bouts. This perspective raises questions about Davis's willingness to face opponents who could threaten his record and reputation.
We will never see that fight happen again. It just will not happen. Gervonta "Tank" Davis doesn't like hard fights. It's that simple. We've seen it over and over. He fought a Ryan Garcia drained. He fought a very inexperienced Rolly Romero. He will not fight Devin Haney. He will not fight Shakur. He will not fight Pitbull Cruz again. He will not fight Lamont Roach again. He will not fight Tefimo. He will not fight Ino. He will not fight those guys. That's just not who Tank.
In a candid remark, Gervonta Davis expressed concern that Mike Tyson risks tarnishing his legacy by participating in exhibition matches against internet personalities like Jake Paul.
Tell us, exactly why it's found in that. Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Done. Let's talk about
What's next for you? Hypothetically, if you are retiring, what's next for you? Are you going to be doing entrepreneurial stuff, training? Where can we see Tank in the next 3 to 5?
yeah, I've probably been building my like real estate portfolio and like just trying to separate myself from the limelight. You know, you feel like it's harder to find a fight like you want years ago. Now that these guys are older, you know. I don't even think about that stuff like that.
What good skills?
You know, me and fighters, y'all saying to realize, me and fighters are different. We're way different. I don't look at it just like, I don't care about belts and I don't care about this stuff. I don't care about none of it.
Mike Tyson has praised Gervonta Davis's talent, stating that with dedication and wise choices, he could achieve legendary status. While acknowledging Davis's skill, Tyson stresses the importance of smart decisions, both in and out of the ring, offering mentorship-like advice on the challenges ahead.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like.
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole pack.
Lamont Roach's recent bout with Gervonta Davis differed from Davis's usual knockout victories. Roach showcased impressive skill and resilience, pushing Davis through all 12 rounds to a controversial draw. The outcome highlighted Roach's abilities and raised questions about Davis's performance against top-tier opponents.
Was Lamont Roach robbed in this fight? What do y'all think? We're seeing a lot of the comments. People seem to think he was. He did outland Tank Davis. But was it by enough to get that decision? What do you think? Here's one of the punches he threw at Tank Davis right here. You can see the effect. Tank Davis did not look like normal Tank Davis tonight. You could see Lamont applying the pressure all night, especially around that 6th round area where you usually see Tank Davis take off. I'll tell you what, it's one of the first fights I've paid for that we got our money's worth. What an ending, you know. So a majority draw was the decision. But what do y'all think, guys? Do you think Lamont got cheated out of this decision, or do you think the right call was a draw? It was a wild night. And then the knee, right? The knee was bizarre. Why did Gervonta Davis take a knee? That was strange to me. It came out of nowhere. He said it had something to do with something in his hair or whatnot. That was weird. Lamont thinks he won the fight. I think we're definitely going to get a rematch, but I want to ask the people out there, what do you think? Was Lamont robbed tonight? Let me know in the comments.
Lightweight. Boxer Devin Haney shared his thoughts on the Roach-Davis fight, stating he was well aware of Roach's skill and personally felt Roach deserved the win. Haney's perspective fuels the ongoing debate over the fight's outcome and highlights the respect Roach commands among his peers.
Finally, I wanted to get your thoughts on the Gervonta Tank Davis situation. What was your assessment on his fight against Lamont Roach, and what are your thoughts on the knockdown that wasn't called in round 9?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good fight overall. Lamont, I always knew Lamont was, you know, he wasn't coming to lay down. I've been knowing Lamont since we was kids, so we came up in amateurs together. So I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming in there to fight, but he did a lot better than I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally. Yeah, the no knockdown, that was like unheard of. It was the first time I've ever seen it with my own 2 eyes. And
The controversial Roach-Davis fight, marked by disputed decisions and an unexpected draw, has sparked widespread calls for a rematch. Fans, analysts and fighters alike are eager for a decisive outcome, believing a second bout will determine the superior boxer. The controversy has only heightened anticipation, making a rematch one of the most highly awaited events in the boxing community.
Fight fans, did you catch that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach bout? Talk about controversy. The judges called it a draw, but let's be real. A lot of people think Roach got robbed. Both fighters brought their A-game, showing off some serious skills in the ring. Roach was on fire, landing clean shots and outworking Tank in several rounds. But Tank had his moments too, showcasing that explosive power we all know. But Tank going on one knee or being wobbled didn't swing it toward Roach. I don't know about that, but either way, now everyone's buzzing about an upcoming rematch. I mean, who wouldn't want to see these two go at it again? What's your take? Did Roach deserve the W, or was the draw fair? Drop your thoughts below and let's break down this.
Boxing analyst Luke Thomas speculated that Gervonta Davis might consider retirement after completing his remaining 3 contractual fights.
No call out. He doesn't do it. Now we're left wondering, are we going to get a rematch with this? Which I wouldn't hate, but I don't know if there's like a big demand for it. Tank has said prior to this night that like all of this is, you know, He's got 3 fights left. This would have been one of them, so that would have been at least 2 more essentially this year if he can squeeze them in. He said it was supposed to be against Tank and Shakur Stevenson. Where are we with that now? What does this do to that? I genuinely don't know how to answer that question. I really don't. I don't know what PBC is going to... Dude, PBC has had a bit of a rough run of it. I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to pile on their difficulties, but like they lost Canelo or whatever the fuck Canelo's doing. Then they still have Gervonta. He's still a big star. I'm sure this sold well. And again, it sold well at the gate. So that's still great. But they're hoping to like build off of this. They didn't get it. They were trying to get something going with Tim Tszyu. That bottomed out last year. They wanted to get Errol Spence going. That didn't work.
Possibly ruling out a rematch with Lamont Roach. This insight suggests that Davis's career plans may not align with public demand, leaving fans uncertain about the chances of a second showdown between the two fighters.
We gotta talk about it. So, Tank officially came out and says that he wants to put this rematch as early as May. Now, if that were to happen, Lamont Roach gets a second time to prove himself. Now, in my personal opinion, his stock has already risen. He is already notable. The fact that he went toe-to-toe with Tank on a decision that ended in a draw, whether he loses this second fight or not won't even matter, because he's directly in line to go against the Keyshawn Davis, the Shakur Stevensons, and etc., the Devin Haney's, and etc. I can see him moving up and going against Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or somebody like that. So many people to fight. Lamont Roach has definitely proven himself. But let's talk about something else, and that is the hairstylist situation. My humble opinion, I believe she should have been quiet. As a hairstylist, there was nothing for you to say. There was nothing for you to say. No fan in boxing was going to look at that like, I don't want her braiding my hair. No one would have said that. But she hurt herself when she came out and publicly made multiple claims. Always receipts that no one needed, no one asked for, saying, oh, this had no grease or oil in it. No one cares. No one cares. Nobody even believes it. Sometimes it's best to remain quiet. But you guys let me know in the comments. Should she have remained quiet, or should she have did what she did, which is spoke up? You let me know.